You know, a lot of people wonder just how many teams in Texas are football eligible. Well, that number is 47 from the D1, which you're going to call FBS, to the FCS, to D2, to D3. We're going to talk about those schools right now. You know, when it comes through week one of the college football season, I want you to know something. Texas loves football. Texas will kill for football, literally. But when it comes to the colleges, man, I'm going to just tell you something. Abilene Christian, Tarleton State, Prairie View A&M, Houston Christian. Those are the only FCS schools in Texas who have dubs so far. Everyone else, L. Now, Prairie View did have a tough game against Texas Southern, and we can't knock Texas Southern for that game, even though they gave them a 17-point lead. That was a rivalry game. Prairie View had a little more in the tank and a little more help with the coaching. Actually coaching, honestly, and with the refs. But coming up for this next week, we're looking outside the box. You have teams like Texas A&M Commerce. Well, they go play at Sacramento State after losing 49-10 to UC Davis. They are not getting off the schneid that quick. Alcorn State goes to Stephen F. Austin. Alcorn's coming off a loss to Southern Miss. Stephen F. Austin coming off of a loss. I believe they lost to, who was it? It was Troy. Yeah. They lost 48-30, Troy. But I don't see them winning this game. So I think Stephen F. Austin, another loss coming up. It's something about Alcorn, man. I see them beating Stephen F. Austin. Now, Prairie View hosts Abilene Christian. Prairie View has been playing teams outside of the conference, and I think they're going to start off 2-0 before they go to SMU. So I can't be the one to say, and I will say it. I think Abilene Christian coming in, don't get me wrong, they do have a pretty good quarterback. And I think his name Mike McIver, whatever. But he doesn't have a big arm. And while the running game does get off the schneid real quick, I'm not confident on that D-line. Well, I do see Prairie View beating Abilene Christian this weekend. Now, Tarleton, they go and play North Alabama. Let's be honest, North Alabama, they have a gunslinger at quarterback. This guy, I believe his name is Noah Walters. A big quarterback. Well, 6 foot, 190, Lincoln, Nebraska. QBR, 149. Last game was, I think it was 26 or 45, 376 full touch, no INTs. Whew. I'm sorry, Tarleton. I know you got this big kid at D-line from Jackson State, but you'll have to rush that man every time. The quarterback's good. It'll be a shootout, but I think Tarleton has the L this one coming up. Now, this one is Texas College. Texas College, people may ask, who the hell is Texas College? Well, Texas College is HBCU. They used to play in SWAC. They're now, I think it's Division 3. Yeah. I don't see them actually winning. Just wanted to point out that I know my teams. So Texas College is going to get the L. Like a big L. Central Arkansas. Now, the one team I'll kind of let off. This is actually my surprise of the weekend. Because I do believe, with all my heart, every position except the O-line and possibly coaches, Texas Southern is better than damn Toledo. I said it. Toledo's last 5 games, they got blown out by Bowling Green. They lost to Western Michigan. They beat Ohio, beat Liberty, lost to Illinois. The point of them having Andrew Body, Mr. Owens, Mr. Davis, if the coach lets them free, lets them do what they're known to do, TSU could be the first team in the SWAC since Grambling in the 80s to be the FBS team. Matter of fact, I'm actually putting $100 on this game in Vegas. So that's the Texas Roundup. But then I know what you're saying. Coach, you also used to do SWAC. What's the SWAC predictions for the week? Are you going to do FBS? Yeah, I'll do FBS. But first, I want to give you the FCS of college football in Texas. Now, on to part 2, you may ask. Now, when it goes to the FBS in Texas, only teams in the state of Texas out of the 11, or maybe it's 12 right now, FBS schools that have wins: SMU, Texas A&M, I believe Houston beat, Houston in Texas. So coming up, to pull out the games, or Texas State, of course. They actually beat the crap out of Baylor. Now, when they come up to the next game they play at UTSA, do I think they're going to beat UTSA on that track they call a field down there in the Alamo Dome? No. UTSA will get their get back. I don't think UTSA is going to allow Houston to beat them twice. So Texas State will be in for a fight, 2:30 on Saturday. But they're going to lose. Now, A&M, you beat New Mexico 52-10. Am I sold on your coach? No. But am I sold on your program? Yes. Talent can win. But you're going to play Miami, Florida. Miami's not known for their crowd showing up, so it should be a neutral site game. I do think A&M can pull it out. I'm not sure they will. Miami by 5. Now, when it comes to UTEP, I believe they are 1-1. They beat Incarnate Word. But when it comes to Northwestern in Chicago, when it comes to the talent, UTEP can have more talent on the skill positions. But on the line, it's nothing like the Midwest line people. Midwest line play is going to get them. Northwestern by 10. Sam Houston State lost to BYU 14-0. They have Air Force at home. Open up FBS home play against the United States Air Force Academy. a team that's perfected that goddamn running attack. I don't think it's going to be close, people. Texas Tech, if you lost to Wyoming, you're going to get blanked by Oregon. TCU, let's just pray for Nicholls State. TCU has been slammed all week for losing to Colorado on Coach Prime. They may put up 100 points on Nicholls State. Baylor will start off 0-2. Utah is no joke, just out of Florida. They will come into Waco and get the W. Texas Longhorns. Every year in Austin, we hear the same thing. Texas is back. Texas is back. I don't think it's a way in hell Texas goes Tuscaloosa and gets the W. Now, I know people are going to say, well, the talent, it was close last year. But commentators can comment. Look at the game, actually look at the game, look at the coaching style, look at the teams and the rosters. Texas will lose by at least 20. And look at Houston. Houston got a W last week. Controversial, but got a W. Will they beat Rice? Why is it even on my schedule? We already talked about Texas State losing to UTSA. Because UTSA is not going to let Houston beat them twice. Now, when it comes down to North Texas, I truly thought North Texas was going to beat Cal last week. I'm happy I didn't go to that game. I would have been highly upset. But FIU, it goes to Florida. And I know Florida International, they got that dub against Maine by 2 points. There's no way in hell North Texas will lose to FIU next week. SMU will get a coming to Jesus moment when they go to Oklahoma. This is a battle over recruiting rights and recruiting grounds in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I ain't gonna joke with y'all, folks. You know damn well Oklahoma winning this game. SMU wants to be at that level, but not yet. And finally, the SWAC. When I say finally, I mean finally. My SWAC predictions are as follows. This is going to be a good week for the SWAC. I do see Texas Southern beating Toledo. Problem is, I see Savannah State also beating Bethune-Cookman. Alabama State should handle Miles. Alabama A&M better handle Lane. Alcorn should handle Stephen F. Austin. I'm not sure what to expect from Pine Bluff and Tennessee State, but it is the Southern Heritage Classic. Jackson State versus Southern, the Boombox Classic. Should be a nice physical game with at least 4 or 5 fights on it. I see that being a close game. I see Jackson pulling out by 3. Abilene Christian will get the loss to Prairie View, and Grambling will get stomped, like mud stomped by LSU. But unlike last year, Grambling won't lose the battle of the bands like Southern did to LSU. And Grambling will keep it close in the first quarter, and then score points again in the fourth. So I think Grambling will get 14 points in the first and probably get 10 in the fourth and lose 59-24. That's the Roundup. Texas Roundup and the SWAC Roundup. What do y'all think? This format's better. I think it shows a little bit more outside of the box mentality. The Texas 47. And I haven't even gotten to the Division 3. Because you don't want me to go pull up my knowledge on Mary Hardin Baylor. Let's just put it like this. Mary Hardin Baylor is the champion. And I will be there for homecoming. Broken arm, broken leg or not. The Lord lets me heal up. I want to see what y'all got. It's Coach Simmons. This has been the Texas 47 Roundup and my SWAC predictions for the week of 9/9/2023. I'm out.